Anyway, so I've been on the internet a little bit lately, and I've seen this one before. It's this 9/11 conspiracy. And the whole thing is animated, right? So evidently, according to the conspiracy theory, the guy that owned World Trade Center 1 and 2 bought them not realizing that they were full of asbestos, or maybe he was the original owner, and then he didn't want to pay for the asbestos removal. So he's trying to figure out how to get out from underneath, I guess, all of this. With all of those floors being rented, somehow he didn't have enough money to take the asbestos out. Of course, he wasn't even remotely concerned with the poor people that were working in there in asbestos. This is just a theory, by the way, and it's animated. So then somebody goes, well, why don't you get terrorist insurance? And he goes, well, what are you talking about? They go, you get terrorist insurance, and then we'll call the White House and just say, how about we pull these buildings, just say terrorists do it, and then you can just have a war on terror, and it could be wherever, and you can have false flag wars anytime you want. And they're like, well, that sounds like a good deal. And then everybody in the comments are like, this is what the fuck happened. And I'm watching this thing, and these guys concoct this plan on the phone and then call the White House on the, like, this is how it went down? No one was privy to this conversation, and now you're animating it, this alleged conversation, and then what? They called up, hey, White House, can I help you? How may I direct your call? Yeah, false flag wars. Hang on a second. Hello, false flag wars. Yeah, hi, you ever been to New York City? You know, World War... the whole fucking thing. And not one person in the comments is going like, hey, you know, I don't... Like, whatever your theory is, there's no way this was discussed on the phone. I don't know. Or maybe it is. Who knows? With these fucking Epstein files and shit, were these people really this dumb? They didn't even speak in code. They just fucking said all of this shit via email. I told you guys my water supply fucking theory. That every business past a certain level, there's no good people left. Because you get to a certain level in all business where you're asked to pour something in the water supply that isn't good for the people. This is a metaphor, right? And all the decent people go, no, I'm not doing that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't live with myself if I did that. And then there's the other people, oh, fuck it, I'll do it. And then that's what happens. And I think that that's what you're left with, you know, in government. When you see all these people, you know, jumping around saying freedom fries, and nobody's like looking at themselves going, is it me, or is this not the stupidest piece of propaganda I've ever seen in my life? They're not French fries anymore. They're freedom fries. And they're all sitting there smiling like they just made a great joke. The whole thing. And everyone is just completely devoid of any sort of like human emotion. Dude, maybe I watched that animated thing one too many times. I have no idea.